Hello there. This is Matti McLean, and today I am joined by William Shaheen.
Hello.
I hope I said the last name correct. Is that right?
Yes, you did, Shaheen. Very, very well.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I trust that you are enjoying a beautiful day in New York.
Yes, I am. It's my second day of classes. Classes started for me on Wednesday, so kind of hectic, pretty hot outside, but I'm done for the day now. So this is a nice way to kind of end the busy day.
Perfect way to end it. In school for theater, in school for something else.
Yeah, so I'm currently a sophomore at NYU Steinhardt in their educational theater program.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What is your background? Where are you from, ultimately?
So I'm originally from Iowa, so the Midwest, so a very big jump to New York City, but I've always kind of been interested in acting and film and theater. And as I'd gotten older, I kind of knew that if I wanted to break into that world and genuinely pursue it as a career, I'd probably have to venture out to either New York or LA. But New York City seemed like it would fit my vibe more, and I think it definitely has. I've enjoyed it a lot so far.
New York is a mecca for it. It is a hot spot. There's lots of stuff that goes on there. For good
Definitely,
re
yeah.
That's why we're starting there because it
Yeah.
seems like the perfect place to launch off from. So,
Yeah.
first off, thank you for being a part of this team.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Well, you did a very good job with your introduction monologue, and I am excited to see what you do with this particular piece. I've written something for you that's very comedic, very absurd, uh, very typically me, just dry Canadian wit with a bunch of really twisted dark parts thrown in a
Yeah.
nice glittery shiny way. How do you feel about the monologue so far? Or is there anything that you're gravitating towards with it or scared of with it?
Yeah. So, first impressions, I really liked it. I definitely picked up on the dry, kind of absurd humor. And I would say that also kind of fits my vibe. So, I felt right at home. Um, so far, I guess the way I've kind of been doing it, I thought an added comedic element is I kind of envision it as the way he speaks is, or I guess I would speak, is like a normal guy. I think that you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of how I interpreted the humor as he's talking about being a zombie, but he doesn't really maybe look like one or sound like one. That's what
I
I picked up on through like the speech patterns and such. He seems much more human like and kind of just very nonchalant, chill guy.
100%. I feel like that's a very strong choice. It fits well with the theme of the piece and also with what the whole piece is ultimately about, which is just kind of silly and dumb and you'll have lots of permission to play with this one. So
Okay.
I do want us to do a read through of it.
Yeah, of
And
course.
just off the start, go big, have fun, and let's see how you do. So on your own
Okay.
time.
Sounds good. You know, the thing no one tells you about being a zombie is that it's actually pretty sweet. I'm fine right now. I'm good. I don't feel anything. I'm not afraid anymore. I don't have to worry about dental. Other people are out there crying out, eat the rich. I'm out there actually doing it. I'm actually affecting change. And it feels good to just relax and be my authentic self. I don't feel vanity anymore. I might have grown up as a chubby kid, but now the weight just falls right off. Last week, I lost 15 pounds. Most of it was my foot, but still, I'll take the win. The dining options are as credible as well. What did you have for dinner? Something cooked and stale? I went out for Chinese. There's no pressure to fit in. Now I can just relax and let go. I go with the flow without even thinking about it. People talk badly about groupthink in the before times, but now it's a godsend. I'm so at one with the universe. I can just walk outside, and before I know it, I'm hanging with dozens of friends as we go for dinner. I mean, there are problems, of course. Conversation is lacking. This isn't the group for intellectual stimulation. Fashion is atrocious. Sylvie still wears the same thing she died in the first time. No one reads. I mean, only a few of us have eyes or ears or mouths. And I mean, sure, we're selfish, but only because we have to be. That being said, though, it's kind of relaxing. I can go with the flow. I don't need to worry about depression or anxiety or existential dread. I'm already dead. My brain has never been this quiet before. And hey, if I don't like it, I can always just go out and get another one.
Very good. You have a good relaxed tone. everything seems very chill, which is a great vibe to have with this character. I do think you can take this further. There is
Okay.
definitely another level here that I think that you would have a great success with. Uh, the good thing about monologue is that it's just you on stage. So everyone will soak in every aspect of what you do. And there's certain things you can do that just really make people wait.
Okay.
Especially if you know a punchline's coming, if you draw out the words beforehand, people will wait for you.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. So right now, it's a good tone. It's a little quick,
Okay.
and you
I
can
felt that
really,
too.
yeah, I know it's nerves. You're meeting me for the first time. You're reading this out loud. It's not in your body yet, which is it makes sense. Your body is still human, so that's it's not going to fully settle in. But there's a lot here that you can play with, and there's a lot here that I think that you're going to have a lot of fun with.
Yeah.
Um, my question that I ask everybody is, who do you think you're talking to?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I think maybe I am talking to, hmm, perhaps I'm having to defend myself being a zombie to like people who
Mm,
knew me before,
okay.
and they're maybe family members, maybe close friends, and they're a little concerned about the adjustment, but I'm letting them know that it's fine. This is who I am now. Nothing much seemed to affect me that much. I seem to be pretty content, maybe even more content than I was before, to be honest.
I like that. That's a really fun idea, actually, to just kind of run with the idea. Like maybe your parents is a werewolf and your other one's maybe everyone's changed.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah,
has a
yeah.
supernatural character. You never know. So
Yeah.
I love that interpretation. I think that's going to be a lot of fun for you. So keeping that in mind when you're going with someone, if you're going family, do you have like a particular family member that you think would be either most upset or most scared by your current coming out, so to speak?
If I had to draw like personal inspiration or just natural instinct, I feel like the mother figure would
Mother
definitely be
figure.
the one who's very concerned about being a zombie. How are you eating? How are you adjusting? Are you making friends? All that kind of stuff.
That's good. What I like about that is that instantly you color things right away, where it's just like, well, no, the thing you don't know about being a zombie is that it's actually really sweet. Like
Yeah.
it's really good. And then you would be adding a level of convincing your mother figure or uh mother of the manor or whoever it is
Yeah.
you're talking
Yeah.
to. That adds a really cool element where you're playing the baby to so you're trying to convince them to like I'm good. I
Yeah.
I actually don't feel anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, a couple things that just are specific in this monologue that I want to hit with you.
Okay.
The biggest joke in this whole thing is, other people are out there crying, eat the rich. I'm out there actually doing it. Take a
Okay.
little bit more pride in the I'm actually doing it. So,
Okay.
other people are out there crying, eat the rich. I'm actually doing it.
Okay.
Or you can do it, I'm actually doing it as a
Yeah.
proclamation. Many ways
Okay.
you can go. But right now, like, that's a really good joke and that will get laughs.
Okay.
So don't be afraid to really hit that and make that a big part of it.
Definitely.
One characteristic of my writing is I have a lot of switchbacks. So last week I lost 15 pounds. I mean, most of it was my foot, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's very much that kind of reverse back for the joke. The
Okay.
other part where it's just, what did you have for dinner? Something cooked and stale? I went out for Chinese.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to kind of let the jokes speak for themselves and let them breathe.
Okay.
People will laugh. It might just be me, but people will laugh.
There you go. Yeah.
And yeah, there's just a lot here that you can kind of play with. Especially
Okay.
if you're going with that whole mother figure thing, it's just like, well, it isn't perfect. And at the end, where you're kind of talking about like, I mean, there are problems, And you can kind
Yeah.
of play more of that as like a brushing it aside. It's just, I live in New York
Yeah.
in a shoebox, but I'm there.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah, too real, but same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, I really love the energy you're bringing to this. I think that I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Uh,
Yeah.
it's just let it breathe, let it have fun, let it sink in. And with me, just don't be afraid to go stupid. I think
Okay.
stupid is really funny.
Okay.
And the sillier you give yourself permission to be, the sillier you can be. So
Okay. I think I can do a pretty good stupid. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but
I'm sure you'll be great.
thank you. Thank you.
Did you have any questions for me about the piece, or is there anything that you're nervous about with it?
Not really. I think this kind of like doing it for you for the first time, performing in front of someone is always helpful. And then kind of what we talked about answered a lot of the questions I had. And I like monologue work too. I think it's really exciting because you get to do it, especially in a situation like this where I practice it on my own and then I get to do it in front of you and hear your notes and then continue to practice it and then eventually in front of the audience. Hopefully, and what usually happens is it's able to grow and then reach its peak in front of that audience. So I really enjoy the process of all of that. So
Absolutely. I think this is going to be a lot of fun.
yeah,
And did you want to just maybe try doing the first part again and just to see, or do you feel like you want to take that away and to take some time with it and then come back?
I can do the first part again and I can try it
Sure.
a little slower and let the jokes breathe. Is there somewhere specific you want me to start and end?
Why don't you just go from like the go from I'm actually affect go from the beginning line, the thing that no one tells you about being a zombie, and go
Okay.
to I'm actually affecting change, just to kind of get the idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing no one tells you about being a zombie is that it's actually pretty sweet. I'm fine right now. I'm good. I don't feel anything. I'm not afraid anymore. I don't have to worry about dental. Other people are out there crying, eat the rich. I'm out there actually doing it. I'm actually affecting change.
Very good. Out there actually doing it, you can still go bigger.
Okay.
So out there, eat the rich. I'm out there actually doing it. Like,
Okay.
yeah, you can get
More excited,
excited.
more proud. Okay.
Yeah, there's lots of places in there where you can just add that little extra color and it'll really pop.
Okay.
But no, this is probably one of the favorite monologues I've written in a long time. So
Oh, nice.
I'm jealous I gave it to someone, but at the same time, I'm just like, no, it was too good for you. I had to give
Well,
it.
hopefully I'll be able to do it justice. No.
Oh, you absolutely will. I have no questions. Um, would you like to plug anything? Instagram or any social media contacts you want people to follow you at?
Sure. For Instagram, my Instagram is William Shaheen. That's WILLIAMSHAHEEN, just my name. That's probably the easiest way to contact me. You can follow me or DM me for any reason. And then I will plug NYU Steinhardt's Ed Theater Department is having their fall main stage production of The Two Noble Kinsmen, the Shakespeare play, but it's like a modern retelling adaptation with some music. It's going to be kind of interesting, hopefully pretty cool. That is from October 17th to October 21st. And if you check out my Instagram, you'll probably see me post about that. So
Well, I look forward to hearing all about it.
thank
I
you.
unfortunately will not be able to make it because I will
That's
be in
okay.
Canada.
You'll be
But
busy, I'm sure. Yeah, yeah.
but no, thank you so much for being a part of this project, and I very much look forward to meeting you soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I look forward to it as well.